This is the Sophie Scholl Society, and unlike Rush Limbaugh, I am not America's anchorman. I, Mel McGinnis, simply want to be anchored to the truth, consistent with Scripture, and not go out of bounds from it as I intersect theology with politics, just as Sophie Scholl and her friends did during the Third Reich as they spoke truth into that regime which was living a lie. Well, we've been hearing a lot about what's been happening throughout the United States these last 2 months, and I've written something up related to liberty and the coronavirus. Yahoo News ran a headline saying, "Coronavirus forces 100,000 New York small businesses to close permanently." It illustrates the misleading narrative constantly being pushed through the media that says it's the virus and not the government-imposed lockdowns leading to massive numbers of livelihoods being eliminated. Livelihoods matter. These people count. I keep asking a guy, does he have work, or is he drawing from a source of income during this virus, or does he still have his job? He refuses to answer. You see, I want all people to be cared for, protected, and apply common sense during this virus outbreak. But how does yet another state-imposed unfunded mandate requiring twice-a-week testing for COVID-19 in nursing homes alleviate the burden on them already? A headline posted on another website stated, "Cuomo admits we all failed at making coronavirus projections," to which a former Western New Yorker wrote, "But they succeeded in getting their trial run on how easily we would give up our freedoms." Recently, Dennis Prager observed an irony in our nation on Memorial Day of remembering soldiers who died for liberty, while many in our nation hardly are willing to live for liberty. Someone wrote, "Quarantine is when you restrict the movement of sick people. Tyranny is when you restrict the movement of healthy people. If you had a choice, which would you pick? Would you choose dangerous liberty or peaceful slavery? Which would it be? Risky liberty or enslaved safety?" Getting to the crux of liberty in a COVID-19 world, Reverend John Rankin of the Theological Education Institute poses questions few are asking in the mainstream. Here's one. Where before in history of free societies have healthy people across a state, nation, or internationally been quarantined? Question 2. Is the intrinsic nature of social distancing healthy or pathological? Question 3. What is the legal basis for state governors via executive fiat to suspend the First Amendment, to suspend habeas corpus? Addressed to his leftist governor in Connecticut, those relevant questions remain unanswered. On Prager University, liberal David Rubin, not a leftist, sees a deficit of bravery in America. To break through it, thinking for yourself, he says, must also be expressed out loud, though the left is out to silence it. People should decide what's credible, not tech companies, said Jeff Zuckerberg about Facebook before he caved to the left. In a complete reversal, Facebook now decides what's credible, not the people. Facebook deems Prager videos to be misinformation, as Google and YouTube also put his videos, like the 10 Commandments, on the restricted list. Prager responds by saying, the internal threat to liberty is as great as any external threat to liberty we have had. Let me say that again. The internal threat to liberty is as great as any external threat to liberty we have had. The stand evangelicals make for freedom impresses Prager, an Orthodox Jew, adding, the guardians of reason are religious Christians. Such a compliment has an eerie ring to it, doesn't it, Sophie? Well, unlike Tony Kornheiser of Pardon the Eruption, I cannot promise you that I will do better the next time. Bye for now.